Hey, what is up, everyone? It's Zach, aka Keats39 here, bringing you another NBA DFS slate. Um, as I'm recording this, we're finally starting to get some news, so there will definitely be some changes going up to lock. But getting some of these news early is really nice, so I can at least get a start here. Um, so first, I'm going to start with my favorite player on the slate is LeBron James. We know there's not going to be any Anthony Davis for the next couple of weeks. Um, and you just see his everything just goes up a little bit because it's literally a one man show. Um, and they're going to need to win. Like they've been really struggling without AD, as you can expect, being a very top heavy team. Um, and there's also no Dennis Schroeder um, for the next few games either. So it's really going to be LeBron James heavy usage. We've seen him lately. Saw him play 37 minutes last game, 38 2 games ago. I'm going to expect like they're going to need to use even against the Washington Wizards, who aren't that great of a basketball team. They're going to be able to put up points on the Lakers. Um, so like I don't mind Damian Lillard or Luka Doncic. I think they're both great plays as well. I just think that the floor ceiling combo, against Washington, who is by far, or not by far, but definitely the worst defense in the league to me, um, play at a fast pace, uh, and there's no blowout risk. Like I could see Portland get blowed out. I could see, um, well, if Porzingis misses, that's going to change, which we'll get to that in a second. Um, but yeah, I just LeBron this spot is just too juicy. He's gonna have I'm gonna bet him or dropping a triple double tonight on all the books that I can. Um, but yeah, just too easy of a play to like really fail. Next, I'll go to his teammate Kyle Kuzma. He's a guy that like because of all the injury news, he's going to be a guy that probably a decent chance that I come off of. But early on, as I said, all the reasons before, Kyle Kuzma, he's going to get guarded by Davis Bertans, who is not good on defense. Um, but you just see, like, in these games that those guys are missing 34 minutes both games, 21 shots, 13 shots. He honestly rebounds the ball really well for, like, I never looked at him as a rebounder, but you just see, like, even in his, like, limited game, 23 minutes, 10 rebounds. I just like he's gonna push double digit rebounds because they don't really have like a rebound dominant guy when AD misses. Even he's not that rebound dominant, but it's kind of just team rebounding and it really helps him. Um, but yeah, just getting a game like putting up 30 on against Miami in a 94-point game is really enticing to me. Going into a game with the Washington Wizards. Um, it's going to be really fast paced compared to their normal games. I just think there's too many shots for him to, and he's going to be low owned, especially after all the news. So I just think as a GPP play, he's really awesome. Next, we'll go to the team that's going to decide the slate, as they have been a lot lately. The Houston Rockets. They go up against Chicago Bulls, who are also awful on defense. No Victor Oladipo and no Boogie Cousins, it appears. So a big issue with Houston right now is they don't have bigger than Boogie Cousins, which as you guys know, they don't mind becoming small ball. Um, but that's going to lead to a lot of PJ Tucker at center and a lot of Jay Shaw and Tate at center. On a slate that you're going to need value, PJ Tucker, who's been just awful this year, um, is probably going to get close to 40 minutes. It's going to be a lot of like, just get me there, but um, he's a good enough player where he rebounds and passes decent enough, and hopefully he can get his corner threes to fall, get a couple of defensive stats. Like he has a 10x ceiling here for sure. Um, Getting a matchup with the Bulls, who have been one dominated by bigs. Obviously, PJ Tucker's not a big uh, necessarily, but they get smashed by everybody. Um, they just don't play any defense either. Um, So I just think slate where you're going to need Vita to get to jam in these top studs. I really think that PJ Tucker's a solid value here. Next to him, John Wall gave us all a huge scare last slate he was on. had 2 DK points at half, finished with 45, luckily. He just, when there's no Victor Oladipo, he's going to get this 36 minutes. Like, he's back to normal minutes. For a while there, he was limited, but he's going to play 36-ish. He's going to get a ton of shots, 24, 26, 20, 23, 19. Like, he's going to push 20 shots. He's as everyone knows, a really good passer. Range anywhere from 6 to 12 probably. And he's going to get guarded by Kobe White more than likely, and that just feels really, really not fair. John Wall should be able to dominate him. I also like Eric Gordon next to them. He's a guy, he's going to take a ton of shots as well. He just doesn't get those peripheral stats as much. But in a slate where, especially like early on, shooting guard does not look great to me, there's a very chance I play all three of them. So obviously, you're just going to come down to builds. Finally, I'm going to go Mike Muscala. Al Horford's rolled out for rest. Roby will draw the start. But there is worry there. As one, he's getting guarded by Bam Adebayo. Two, he has to guard them. And he has foul trouble in a lot of games that he plays. He's going to get Jimmy Butler, who is a master at drawing fouls. Bam Adebayo, who's just really going to have a lot of weight and size on him, so he should be able to draw fouls. And he's priced up to 5K, so it's not like a lot of times when we play Roby this year, he's a free play. Not necessarily the case. I still think he's a fine play, but Mike Muscala, I think, is better point per dollar. I really kind of expect it to be 24 minutes, maybe a little more for Roby if he stays out of foul trouble. But I just think that Mike Muscala is a guy, he can really shoot the ball. He's going to shoot when he gets in. He dominates the second unit usage and won't have to see Bam as much. So I just think it's as of now. So I'm going to talk about this really quick. Go over to Dallas. So if Porzingis misses, there's going to be, like, I think Willie Cauley-Stein is going to be the best value play on the slate. You're going to lock him in. Maxi Kleber will get a lot of center minutes. I really like playing him when there's no Porzingis. Just gets an uptick in everything. Boban becomes in play for GPP as they have a Valanciunas, so they could very well just say we need Valanciunas to guard, or we need Boban to guard Valanciunas, and that could get him 15 minutes. And we know what Boban can do in 15 minutes. They could even surprise start Dwight Powell, who hasn't been playing lately, but he started a lot of the year. So either, like, all those guys become in play, and Luka becomes. I haven't really checked the splits that much. It feels like it kind of feels like he's been better with Porzingis, but I just think that if he misses, it's going to be tough not to play. Even though his price is like through the roof. He's just been so good lately. It'll be interesting to see how he plays after having like the whole week off. But yeah, those guys, like, Dallas becomes really, really intriguing. And the slate doesn't start till 8, so the 8:30 start time we should hopefully know. But I will say a lot of times with a guy like Porzingis, when he's like had such bad injury history, when he gets like that late questionable, more of the times than not, he's probably going to sit. So I'm kind of planning on him sitting as of now. So yes, it's going to be an interesting, fun slate. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Be around to 8 for lock. Should be another pretty fun slate here. So yeah, later.